Hello and welcome to another Matchday Live. I said last time I wasn't sure if there were going to be any more this season. Obviously, we did what we needed to do and things went our way elsewhere. So here we are in the playoff semi-finals against Blackpool. So let's start with the team news. Here we go. So Jack Stevens in goal, no big surprise there. We got Josh Ruffles, Elliot Moore, Rob Atkinson, and then next to him, Hanson. Unfortunately, Long hasn't made it back for today's game. We don't know yet about Friday, but we shall see. Obviously, Jamie Hanson has stepped in before and has played that position, as well as left back, centre back, central midfield. He's one of those players that can just play about everywhere. Then just in front, you've got Brannigan, Sykes, Henry, as it has been recently. Lee on the right, Barker presumably on the left, but those two will be able to switch as they often do, and then Matty Taylor up front. So not too much surprise there. In terms of the bench, we have Eastwood. He's obviously been there waiting for the action since around November now, and he's ready to pounce whenever that happens. Great to have someone with that hunger in there. Then you've got McNally and Gorin sort of playing that more defensive role. Winnell and Ford, obviously both very technically able players and can play in a few positions. They also have a lot of experience, good level heads to come on if needed. And then you've got plenty of pace when you look at the bench with Adji and Shadipo. Of course, it's a Tuesday, so that is Shadipo's favourite time to play. We have a few things throughout today's show that we are looking forward to bringing you, including a special guest. We also have Kath Faulkner Pitchside. She would normally be with me now, but she's not at the minute. So we will go to her very shortly. However, in the meantime, let's have a look at what happened when we played against Blackpool last season at home. There we are. More of that today would be absolutely fantastic. Right, I do have Kath Pitchside now, so I'll get her. Hello, Kath.
Hello.
Don't know
if down here, so
makes it in. Unfortunately, Long's not fully fit. You used to be a footballer, obviously. Oh, look at that! Someone's photo bombing behind you there. Right, I'll just hand over to you. That seems the easiest thing to do. You have an absolute, he's going to have free reign. Have fun.
Yeah. I've been photobombed a little bit today, so we've got with us Rob Hall. We're standing in the most dangerous place in the pitch, right behind the goal.
What's happening?
So, Rob, talk about you wanted to come and you're not in the squad today, but you wanted to come and be part of the day.
Yeah, cool. Obviously everyone's back, so it's a big game today, but it's just good to see everyone back here, and obviously you can hear them now, so yeah, it's good.
I think today this is what it's all about, really. Numbers, not so many at the moment, obviously everybody's spaced out, but yeah, massive to have the fans back in. And obviously you've played in a lot of games with the Oxford faithful behind you, but you've also played in some of the games here this season with no fans. Can you talk a little bit about, from a player's perspective, what that's like?
Yeah, if I'm perfectly honest, boring. It's boring because you don't have that sort of second wind as quick, you know what I mean, and all of that sort of stuff. So hopefully today, fans get right behind us, which they always do anyway. Get us over the line today and then take it to the game on Friday. Yeah. So.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's massive today. Boys are just out warming up, which is why you heard the noise from the crowd already, as the place is starting to fill up. We'll come back to you, Liam. Me and Rob are going to wander around and see if we can find some fans to chat to.
Excellent. Thanks very much. Right, so Rob Hall, if he gets free rein, anything can happen, really. So that should be quite exciting. We also have an interview with Jack Stevens, which obviously we'll bring to you shortly, and we'll have Martin Prodetsky here soon as well to discuss a few things like the programme, like the history of this sort of fixture, not just when you look at the two teams against each other, but of course playoff performances over the years. In the meantime, here is Jack Stevens.
I was going to say it's been an incredible season until you said it's an incredible year so far, isn't it? It's half a season so far.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you got the Young Player of the Year?
Yeah, very proud. It was a proud moment for me, and just sort of topped off a good season so far. And we're still not finished yet. We've got a few more weeks to go.
Yeah, if that's the only bit of silverware at the end of the season, it's not a successful season, is it?
No. Yeah, the objective now is to go all the way, and I'd swap that tomorrow for promotion. So we've got to see what happens and do our best.
It hidden away in the Burton game. It looks easy on paper, but you made a really good save at a really good time in that game as well, didn't you?
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm there for. I'm there for when the team needs me, and I'm always aware there'll be a few big moments in each game, and I've got to do my part for the team, and it was an important time in the game, and that makes it even better.
Do you think the attitude changes when you got a home leg and then an away leg? Does anything change in the approach?
I'm not sure really, maybe a little bit. I mean, we can go into the first game with our fans there and try and get off to a good start and take a bit of an advantage into the second game. But I think everyone's just looking forward to having the fans back in and feeling them again, and try and get off to a good start.
I think first legs tend to be a bit tight. This will end up 6-6 now I've said this, but I think first legs tend to be a bit tighter because nobody wants to be 3 goals, 4 goals down after the first leg, right? Yeah,
of course. I mean, we're aware that you can't obviously win the leg in the first game, but you can maybe lose it. So we're aware of that, and it's going to be I think it's going to be a tight 2 games, and we just got to try and edge it, and
I think goalkeeper's connection with the fans is always probably the strongest. You're the closest to them for half a game.
Yeah, of course.
You're the closest to them at our ground, aren't you? Yeah. So how much are you looking forward to them being back?
Yeah, like I said, it was that's the one thing this season that's been missing for me. I think of all the good moments I've had personally, and I just think to myself, imagine the fans being there, and I can't wait to be playing in front of them. Like you said, closest to them. I feel like we'll have a good relationship, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I want to ask one question which I may never use, but I'll stick it on the end of this.
Yeah.
If it gets to Blackpool away and it comes down to penalties, it's you, Brownie, everybody working together. It's not just you instinctively thinking, I'll have this. I mean,
of course, it's a team effort. Like down here with the goalkeeping department, me, Easty, and Brownie, we all do it together. So a lot of analysis will go into that, and not just the penalties, everything everything in the game. We look at everything. So, but yeah, one thing is the penalties, and if it comes down to that, yeah, I'm sure Brownie will be assisting me.
We our first ever attempt at a playoff, we played Exeter, and the goalkeeper Billy Turley stepped forward, rolled it against the post. We've lost the playoff.
Right, okay.
Are you the type of goalkeeper who's going to say, "Yeah, give me the first one"?
Probably not. Probably not. If it goes down to the 11th taker, I'll step up. I mean, yeah, I'll let the strikers. That's what they get paid to do. So
hopefully
they can do
it
that.
doesn't come to that. Hopefully we've got a good game on Tuesday, and hopefully we have a fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that anyway.
Yeah, all very exciting to have fans back, and the buzz in the stadium is very much real. We found earlier in the season when there were only a couple of thousand in, and even the game at just 1,000, everything just comes to life that bit more, even seeing the stewards in the stand. Right, I do have something else happening pitchside, so let's add them to the stream. 1 second. Here we go, what's happening? Hello, over to you, Hawley.
Hello, yes.
You want me?
Yes, we are on you, Rob. Woo! Go on then, hello, Rob, and who you got here?
Hello everyone. Back at the Kassam. And I'm with a young man who's going to answer some questions for me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Ethan.
Big up Ethan. Ethan, I want to know your score prediction for today.
I think it'll be 3-1 Oxford.
3-1. And who's your goal scorers?
I'm going to say Taylor, Brannigan, and Barker.
Nice. And how have you found it now that you're allowed back in the stadium? How was it before when you had to watch them?
Because when I was watching it on TV, I feel like it just didn't look the same. Like, the crowd noises and like when they were doing things in, it's just better when there's all the fans.
100%, I agree with you as well. And how do you feel now that you're back here, about to support the boys in the biggest game of our season, really? Feel good? Confident?
And if we play good playoffs, we get to the final.
Yeah, I'm with that one as well. I think we're an underdog this year, but I think the boys will pull through, and I think we've got a big chance of forcing a few upsets.
I don't think people expect us to beat Blackpool, but possible.
Exactly. It takes away a bit of the pressure from the players' point. And who are you here with today?
I'm with my dad.
Your dad, how's your dad? He's got his phone looking. He's probably watching, hopefully. He's got signal. So hopefully, 3-1. Matty Taylor, Brandon Barker, and Cameron Brannigan. Why Cameron Brannigan? I don't think he scored all year.
Because I think he just shoots from the edge of the box on Thursday and he gets in like box and it's good.
He's a very good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
And who's your favourite player?
Not back.
Take Rob. Not another Rob, no? Is there another Rob in the team? I don't know. Who's over there? Another Rob?
Should they?
I should never take that one. No, perfect. Yeah. And what else? How do you think it's going to go in the first half? How do you think we should start? If you was the manager now,
I think it'll be.
what would you say to us?
I think there'll be some chances, but I don't think there'll be many. We have very good scorers in the team with chances, but they have one of the best defences in the league.
You've done your homework, haven't you? You know more than me. So, when the boys go in a minute, they get ready for the start of the game. If you was Carl Robinson right now, what would you say to the boys?
Work hard, try and get shots off, don't press them.
Oh, I like that. High press,
Yeah,
tuck in.
it's a right.
It's a rope. Expecting a lot, the boy.
Depends where, it depends if we're in this or out.
Okay. And stay positive, isn't it? Happy days. Alright, well thank you for coming. Hopefully I'll see you later.
Excellent. Future pundit there, I think. He's got more footballing knowledge than me. I'm sort of like score more than them. That's it.
Works.
Yeah. Right, so last time I said, don't know if this will be the last one. This is the last one here, definitely. This season. Right, because we played Blackpool recently, we're going to talk more about the playoffs in general. However, Last time I think I chose these two players. I can't remember who came out on top.
All right.
Garbutt or Lundstrom? Who's played more times for Blackpool?
I think we decided it was Garbutt.
Yeah, it was and it is. There we go. It still is. 30 to 17.
And he gets another one today.
Yep, exactly. Right, okay. So, in the playoffs,
Yes.
let's include non-league so that we've got more to pick from. Because last season was our first league play.
It was. Yeah.
Let's include the non-league ones. So 2008, 2009?
Close, 2006 and 7.
6 and 7.
And then 29 and 10.
Yeah. 9 and 10 is the one I remember very clearly.
Remembers that one.
And yeah, I do remember the other one, but I've tried to put as much out of my memory as possible.
Good plan.
I know the answer to this. What about Blackpool?
Oh, aren't they the most successful playoff team around?
They are, yeah. They've got to the final 7 times and gone up 5 of those.
Well, they won't make the final this year anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it?
It's just one of those things that these stats are fantastic, but today.
Exactly. What happened in the past bears no relation to what happens today.
Exactly. Also, fans in the stadium, it's so different. Not just when you look about last year in the playoffs, but earlier in the season when we had fans in, even a couple of thousand was massive.
Yeah, made a big difference as well. You can see the team playing up to them, getting behind the team responded. Made a big difference.
Do you think favourites or underdogs comes into account very much?
Again, I think it's all happens on the day. I don't think you can really use those tags in the playoffs because to get into the playoffs, you've got to be one of the best, well, amongst the best 6 teams in the league anyway. Maybe if there's a huge gap between the team that finishes 3rd and the team that finishes 6th, you could say, but I mean, there was a gap, but not a huge gap. So I think it'll be an even game. I think it'll be a close, tight game, both legs. But yeah, I don't think you can say that we're underdogs or the favourites or vice versa.
No, and I mean, if you look at last season, Pompey are always made favourites in everything they go into.
Yeah.
So, it does bear no relevance, really. It's down to what happens on the pitch.
Exactly.
Yeah. The other thing is goal line technology.
Right.
That happens today because it happens in the Championship.
Yeah, what happened in last season's playoffs as well.
Yeah. And we scored. So that is there today.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to see that on Sky if you're watching on Sky or hear about it or whatever, or just follow up with your tweets.
Or just follow it on the tweets, yes, if you want to less than accurate. we try our best.
Yeah. I mean, it's very difficult when you're trying to watch what's happening and explain what's just happened.
Yeah. The amount of times I miss something because I'm just typing up something that's just happened. It's a lot. But, it's a good way of doing it. It keeps a good portion of the fan base engaged and would otherwise be able to follow the game. So, all power to its holder.
Right. One more thing about the history of the club.
Yeah.
I think Sam Winnell's goal against Burton is the best ever Oxford United goal that wasn't a contender for goal of the season.
Oh, controversial. I think it would have been if it had happened before the vote. Yeah, I mean, it was a brilliant goal. The goal from Jack Stevens, Jack Winnell.
Very sort of anti-Carl Robinson.
Route 1.
Yeah.
The way that Sam let it bounce before he smashed it over the keeper's head. Very good goal.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been Brandon Barker in the final analysis because that was just outstanding.
Out as well, wasn't it?
I mean, there were some very good goals that missed out on the final vote as well. So, it's a difficult thing to have to decide. But, but like I say, Brandon Barker, I think that's all I voted for anyway. I think that's the right choice.
I mean, it's difficult to go against Sam Long, but he won his own things.
Well, he had enough going on. He trophy cabinet.
Yeah, exactly. And he scored in 2 derbies this year. Yes. He obviously scored in the Old Firm one, and then came down here and scored in the Oxford and A420 one. Right, what do you have with you today?
I have a programme.
Excellent. And what is in that, other than a spectacular cover?
A spectacular cover.
Very Star Wars.
Yes, that's the image we were going for. The Force, obviously, on the pitch.
Yeah.
Other than that, the usual sorts of things you'd expect. Tigers and Carl's notes. Look at the opposition. So you can't see that on the camera, can you?
Well, you'll have to buy it. If you can't see it and you do want to see it, you'll need to
Bit
buy
about the
it.
awards.
Yeah.
Ollie's quiz page, if you're a young chap or just want to have a go at it. Great interview with Sam Long. Burton action, just in case you forgot how that happened. Under 18s, Wings game. History of United in the playoffs. So
there we go.
And plenty more, lots more besides.
Yes. So £3.
£3 of your English pounds, yeah.
And where can you get one?
In the club shop, it's probably the best bet at the moment. They have sold out of the copies they had earlier. They've been restocked, and we still have some remaining, which will be put in the club shop after today. All my that I have pre-orders have all gone. But there are sellers around the ground. There's one in the away ticket office. There's Mike and Sue's got their little store in front of the quadrangle. There are other sellers around the ground. So if you're at the game, you shouldn't really have any problems getting one.
And are you able to get an e-program?
It should be there, yes.
Excellent.
I've been told it is. So yes, the e-program's also £3, available on www.matchdayfix.com/OUFC.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining.
My pleasure.
And yeah, let's do our job today and see what happens. That's what I said last time, and I'm going to stick to it.
Fair play.
Right, we do actually have more happening pitchside. So, are you excited about this? Rob Hall.
I'm very excited about Rob Hall.
He's got the player of the season down there with us.
Has he?
Yes. So let's go to them. Here we go. We've got a couple of guests there.
Yes. So in the tunnel.
Just give me the camera.
I've lost control now.
Yeah.
So this isn't on me anymore.
I'll bring it back in about 10 minutes. There's Skip, obviously. Come sit down. I'm live. I'm actually live on camera. This is the main man. I voted for him. Everyone else voted for him. We're live on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've got the thing. I just took it.
Oh, I wouldn't have trusted you.
No, I've come to interview you because obviously player of the season and that. Let me keep it on you as well. Player of the season.
What are you doing?
Well, I want to get me in as well. They ain't seen me for time. I ain't been about. Player of the season here. What's been your highlight of this season?
Gillingham game, 100%. The brace at the end.
You score.
The winner. And the equaliser, of course. But
of course.
the Gillingham game, isn't it?
And obviously, hamstring injury. Obviously, I know you're down, blah, blah, blah. But is there any positivity you can take from it moving forward?
Yeah, I've obviously had a good season. Boys
Yeah.
got in the playoffs, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I might be able to play a part still. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see on that one.
Love that. And how you think about tonight? How you think? You're next, Skip.
No problem, mate. I'll be a bit more insane than that.
What do you think about the game tonight? What are you thinking?
I back the boys fully.
Yeah.
Fully back the boys. I believe in them, and I think they'll do the job. They'll do the job, definitely.
Wicked. Player of the season. My brother. And your team. And now, another big man of the club.
How are you, Papa?
The Skip. This is a good guy. How are you feeling? How's your knee?
Yeah, knee's great. Knee's great, thanks.
Flying past me in training.
Yeah, 4 months from surgery, so hopefully back for pre-season. Flying though, doing all right.
Still the fittest in the club.
Out on the pitch, yeah. Pre-season's the aim.
Love to see it.
To beat everyone on the 4-minute runs.
What has been your role since the injury?
So I had been doing the set pieces anyway when I was fit, but I've taken on the set pieces even more, and then just a bit more responsibility match day, just on the bench, especially when the manager's up in the stands.
It's been a few. And not to obviously big you up, you know I love you anyway, but since I've been at the club, we've not really been a very good set piece team.
No.
So I'm gonna put it down to you why we're such a very good set piece team this year, isn't it?
Thanks, mate.
What's been the protocol for you on the set pieces?
Well, we just had having someone working on set pieces and set pieces alone means that it's freed up a bit of time for the manager. So having taken them on, I can understand why it's basically a specialist role now, because there's so much footage that you can watch, unlimited video analysis, 100 corners, 100 free kicks if you want to watch them for every game. So it's just analysing everything in the week leading up, and then Fridays nailing everything down, trying to distill that into 5 or 6 set pieces for us, and then just nailing down our defensive set pieces so we know exactly what we're doing day in, day out. And being a bit creative, really.
I was going to say, we've had a few creative ones.
Because I've got time on my hands to do them. I can be especially when I'm in the physio room, I can be creative and makes wild stuff up. And then when we do it on match day, and they're on the touchline, I'm sweating at first, thinking, I hope they don't counter and score against us. That's the worst in the world.
No.
But yeah, for the most part, it's all good.
Nah, that's good. Skip, this is my guy.
Kels, how are you, mate?
Who can I go past now? Definitely, this guy don't want one part of my life. YouTube right now. That's Liam Kelly. He's just calm chilling, obviously. I'm gonna take you to the last bit. Oh, no one's in here. I've got Aim and the Doctor, but I'm not allowed in here with a live on YouTube. They're just over here talking as usual. Live on YouTube. I take them where they wouldn't be allowed normally. Yeah, I am today. I just take them everywhere where they're not allowed, innit? Because obviously I just do what I want here, innit?
Take him in the crowd.
I ain't going in the crowd, no chance. Good. Where else are we going now? Oh, shall I go in there? Don't dare me, because you know I will actually go in there. I'd love to go in the Blackpool dressing room and look at their tactics, but I don't think I can do that. So. Best guy in the club. I'm going to go bring you back out to these lot now. Hey, we had a good time in there, you know. Spoke to some good people. But I'm over and out, innit? Because I better behave now. Because Gaffer probably tell me off in a minute. So, good to see you all.
Right. Well, that's it from us. Liam, we're back to
Excellent.
you, and we're ready for kick-off.
Excellent. Enjoy it. Right, okay, so that brings us to the end of this Matchday Live. Thank you very much for joining, not just today, but throughout the season. And we'll see what's possible for the away leg and, potentially onwards and upwards from there. But it is just all up in the air. As with, any playoff game, any cup game, what happens today starts to shape things, and then we'll see what continues from there, where we are next season, all of that stuff. But thank you so much for joining, listening to me ramble on, talking to several people. Chris Williams has been incredible in terms of setting all of this stuff up. He'll be doing the match report throughout the game. Martin Gradetsky will be doing the Twitter. Liam Potter will be doing the moments you missed, and I'll be doing the Instagram stories. Of course, we have fans in today, and it is on television, which means iFollow isn't available unless you're out of territories. So make sure you tune in, be that on Radio Oxford, on one of the social media outlets, or on television. I sort of want this to go on forever, but I'm going to have to, at some point, hand over, and it will go down, and we'll see what happens on the pitch. All I can say is thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.